Yo, what is up you guys? It's your boy Avexys, and in this video I'm going to teach you 5 simple tips to make you into a better Gears of War player. Now, to kick this off, the first thing I would like to say is that the easiest way that you should hit shots is by pop shotting and having a comfortable target sensitivity, okay? Now, I say pop shotting, and this is a very easy in-game mechanic, and it's basically you're pressing your left trigger and your right trigger simultaneously, but like at the same time, okay? You want to press your left trigger not even a split second before you press your right trigger, so you can start the aiming animation, okay? And then you're just pressing RT to release the shot, okay? It should be very, very quick, and you'll see me do it in this clip here. What I say for using this is that it really helps out a lot because Gears of War has a pretty distinct aim assist feature, and when you're pop shotting, it automatically locks on to the targets a little easier. Just keep them centered a little bit on your screen, and it will release some real nice shots that will put a lot of damage on your opponents. Okay. So what I want to say about the lower target sense though is that you want to find something that you're very, very, very comfortable with. All right, because you're not only going to be using the Lancer, you're going to be using the Lancer, support weapons, power weapons, etc. You know what I mean? So have a nice little target sensitivity for yourself. Here's my sensitivity that you guys can either copy if you want to just try it, but everybody's different. You don't have to copy my sensitivity. This is what I am comfortable on, okay? So you should find what you're comfortable on as well if it's not what I play on, okay? Second tip I'd like to give you is being a good teammate and a support fire. Yes, this is actually a tip because it's not always going to be about yourself to make you a better player. You need to also be a better teammate, okay? So, to be a teammate, it's simply just knowing your objectives, okay? Your objectives of the game. Either it's getting a kill, making a nice heal rotation, adding support fire, okay? You need to understand these situations a lot more, and you'll learn this just by playing a lot of Gears of War, and you'll like gain experience. Do not always try to be the center of the fight. Do not engage in every single fight that you see. Make sure that you're adding support fire sometimes for your teammates to get those free downs, and make sure he's alive because he can help you in your life later on in the round, okay? So just be a good teammate. I recommend trying to pick up the Marksla. If you guys see that, it's my favorite weapon currently in the game because it just puts out a lot of damage, and it's very, very accurate, and it's just fun to use. It feels very, very good, hit markers and everything. So if you guys see that on the map, I would advise picking that up because it's a very, very good support weapon. I believe it's the best support weapon in the game though currently, and you'll see a lot of professional players use that if you watch esports at all. Now the next thing is your movement, okay? This is a cover-based shooter, so there's a lot of movement involved when it comes to canceling covers, strafing, you know, just moving around a map, alright? So you want to have some nice unpredictable movement, okay? This will make sure your opponents miss a lot of shots on you, and you'll be able to get some nice damage off, and like in a way just get the kill easily, you know what I mean? So strafing is moving your left stick like in diagonal directions. It makes your character like sort of move left and right on the opponent's screen. And this actually helps a lot. It's like, it might sound little, but it helps a lot in your gunfights because your opponent will often like they'll sway the shot away from you because they're trying to predict where you're going next, and if you're going left and right, it's a little harder to predict as well. And also the other thing is wall bouncing. Wall bouncing is when you see players slide from cover to cover, but they're not actually grabbing the cover. They're more so gliding like freely and what they're doing is they're canceling the cover slide before they reach the cover and then grabbing onto the next one, okay? I'll make a whole tutorial about that later, and then if you wanted to stay and just wait for that to release, you can just do that as well, okay? So strafing, wall bouncing, that's what you want to like learn how to do. It's the basic like movement sort of, and you're not gonna grasp on them like too quickly. It takes a lot of time. Like I've been playing for 4 years, and I probably got it down like within my first year playing Gears of War, okay? And it's not too hard, but at the same time it's not an easy concept to grasp, but it will make you into a much better player when you learn how to use these movements in the situation. Next, the other thing that you want to have to realize is that you do not need to engage in every single fight you see on the map. I also said this when I said about being a teammate and adding support fire, but this is actually its own point because it is a very, very big thing, okay? There's a lot of damage going on with the weapons, how the weapons play out in Gears 5, a lot of rifle play going on. So you will get hit by everything by the other enemy team, okay? So do not engage in fights where you know you have a lower chance of winning, okay? Engage in those high risk, well, I mean not those high risk, those high reward, low risk fights, okay? You do not want to take so many high risk, high rewards because you will get punished a lot more, okay? You want to minimize the amount of times you're going for cover slides on your opponent, like in their face and stuff, such as upping or sliding to the covers to take an over the cover fight. You minimize that as much as you can and try to put out more damage. Do not try to walk towards your opponent too much. Try to keep a nice little decent amount of distance between you and them, and just make sure you go for a 2-shot down or a 3-shot down. If you happen to get a chunk or happen to be in chunk range, then you might want to hold your shot and just finish them off with the easy chunk, okay? But this is a more so damage type of game, okay? So what you want to do mostly is put out more damage, alright, with your shotty. And Lancer as well. But just put out damage, okay? That's what you're playing for. You're not playing for chunks, you're playing more so for damage, okay? Now this last tip, it sounds very, very easy, but a lot of these players need to realize that the easiest way to get those easy victories in gunfights is to simply relax, okay? Yes, there's a lot of going on the map at times where there's a lot of fights going on, there's a lot of, like, you're taking a lot of damage and stuff, but if you simply just breathe, relax, okay? You will understand that you can win a lot of these fights where you do not have the advantage, okay? This is, most players call it just simply composure, okay? So usually, like, the easiest way they can say like composure is when you're hurt in a fight and you still win it, and this comes off as like, you know, just relaxing. Like if you're hurt, just take your time, hit your shots, and get covered if you have to. If not, you gotta just take the fight, you know what I mean? Like, you have to have some nice critical thinking going on, and you have to just relax, okay? Just simply relax, and you will understand that, like, this will make you so much better and you would never notice that, okay? Don't be too hectic, don't be too frantic. Just simply calm down, relax, and play Gears of War, okay? So these are my 5 tips to make you a better player. I will be dropping another one of these videos soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, okay? Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for your boy, and I appreciate you guys. Turn the personal notifications on if you want to see some consistent content from me, man. And I will see you guys later. Appreciate it for coming through, y'all.